Bernie is running on a platform of overturning Citizens United and making the untouchably rich accountable for their fair share of taxes. You know, so like...
That's not the point of Citizens United. The point of Citizens United was a bunch of people got together to form a corporation, as everybody does, who makes a movie, by the way. I presume she didn't make it through a partnership, which she put all her wealth on when she's made her movies. I presume it was a corporation. Yeah, well, all those things were corporations. In fact, when I watch a movie these days, there's about 7 corporations involved in every one of them. You know, this production company and that, you know, Ubu, Sit Dog Sit, you know, I mean, there's a lot of these damn things going on. And Citizens United was a company that made a movie. And the movie was suppressed by the United States government. Because it was a anti-Hillary movie. And her friends in government, you know, the feminists, and they basically suppressed the movie because it was against the campaign finance laws of the United States of America.
Because it was made by a corporation.
But that's how you make a movie. Was it a big corporation? I actually don't know. I don't think it was, you know, it wasn't General Electric. You know, this wasn't Microsoft who made it. It was a bunch of little guys who got together and made a movie because they hated Hillary. And her friends in government suppressed it, literally suppressed it. If you are against the Citizens United decision, you are for suppression of art and movies and opinion in the United States of America. And that makes you illiberal.
Well, but doesn't it give an unfair advantage to the super rich and corporate power to be able to spread their message like that?
In this case, it wasn't the super rich was Hillary Clinton and her backers. And the people who are being suppressed, whose speech was being suppressed, I don't think the people who were in Citizens United were as big moneyed as her money was. I don't think I mean, you can show me otherwise, but this was a bunch of normal people, businessmen, citizens, you know, Citizens United. Could it be that these were cooperative citizens who just wanted to get their peer message out of how evil Hillary was? And it was suppressed by the U.S. government. It's a mockery of the United States. But this idea that somehow corporations means they have no rights because they aren't people means, so why do the New York Times, why does it have any rights? Because they're not people. That's a corporation. Why does CBS and NBC and ABC and MSNBC and Fox News, why do they all have rights? Because they're not people, they're corporations. I don't get this. This whole argument makes no sense. And most of us work in corporations. Do we cease to, as soon as we walk to do business, we no longer have any rights? This is an absurd argument. Your rights don't evaporate as soon as you form a corporation. They may change a little because the responsibility has changed a bit. And that needs to be worked out. I'm not saying that there's some problems with corporate law. There probably is. But let's be real here.
To censor speech merely because it's a corporation would censor all speech.
Well, it wouldn't censor all. It would censor a lot of speech. And we have to remember that it's not just free speech we're talking about. It's the freedom of the press. The press has always been a business enterprise. The freedom of the press is anybody with the press. Anybody with a blog nowadays is part of the press. And this whole business about Citizens United, it misses the point of freedom of association and freedom of press and freedom of speech. And corporations are just people engaging in business.
Like, all of America's children can have good education and health.